just a little background on myself before I start the video with this car. I am not a dealer, nor and do this for a hobby. What I do is I buy Survivor cars that I think have good driving quality and can be done very well and driven for years to come. And I've sold my 68 Camaro ragtop, 59 Impala. I've sold a 73 Riviera boat tail and a GS 455. Well, the GS 455 and the Camaro were restored, but the others were simply just Survivor cars. And what I do is I go through them for drivability, rag joints, ball joints, balancing the tires, making sure there's no rust, treating any surface rust if there is any, going through cleaning, make sure everything functions. On here, this car, the driver's seat electric motor was all blown apart and on the floor. I fixed that. The dash wasn't working. I fixed that. Went through, tuned it up. Beautiful driving car. I'll get into that as we go forth with this video. Again, it's a hobby of mine, and I will refer you to anybody that I've sold a car to upon request. Okay, what we have here is a 1983 Grand Prix LJ. I put a kit from Motor Trend in it that gives it quite a bit more horsepower because it was pretty lazy as an 8-cylinder. Has headers, intake, cam, electronic ignition. I'll get under the hood in a minute. But very, very clean car. Lines are all good. I put new rubber all the way around the windows and the doors. New sill plate, cleaned it up quite a bit. The dash lights were not functioning. Everything is functioning now as it should. Gas gauge, oil pressure, clock keeps good time. Speedometer, traced to be an original 66,000 mile car. Don't know if I could document that, but you do have the title and the proof for that. It is a Survivor. I will get under the lift as soon as we get under the hood here. It is running. You can tell it's got a nice note to it. Nothing too radical. I'll give it a little twist to the throttle. Oh, got to pop the hood. Coming around. Should be able to do this with one hand. Hood stays up by itself. You can tell, not a knock. It's got air conditioning. It does need a charge. I'll be doing that this week. But great running motor. Very clean car throughout. Drives really nice. Wheels and tires are very nice and good shape. And then I'll put this on the lift so you can see that it's very much a Survivor, non-rust-free car. Okay, now we're on the lift. You can see brand new gas tank. Underneath, one of the real common areas where they used to really rust and rot are up here in these shock pockets. You can see they're super clean. Brake drums are clean, springs, rear end. Fairly new exhaust. Nothing to worry about there. As we come down through the car, frame is great. Brake lines, great. No oil leaks or transmission leaks. New end, front end parts. The headers could need to be painted. I was going to do that, but haven't got to that yet. But all, new components. Whoever maintained this, let me slide this over. Did a great job of keeping up with all the front end parts, sway bars, bushings, all that. Starter's all good. Again, no rust anywhere you could pick apart on this car. You can see they did bump themselves, somewhere along its lifetime. It bottomed out on something. Don't know the history of that, but other than that, everything, that obviously wasn't anything big or major to hurt the structure of the car in any way. Rear sway bars are good, bushings are good, brakes are good. you know, not a perfect, you know, restored car, frame off or anything like that, but for what this is, beautiful driving, you know, weigh about 100 more horsepower than it was born with, but nothing radical that's gonna be hard to work on or anything. Reach out to me and we'll put a deal together. I don't sell cars for a living, but I do this, you know, as a hobby, and anybody that's gotten a car of mine can tell you it drives beautifully and they love it.